Okay, guys, we finally made to number 3. I had to drag him finally to get this done. Now, it was no easy task. But I'm Denise, this is Buddy, and we're at Gemini Homestead. Well, part 3 is to kind of give you guys a summary of us together. You saw me, and you saw his short video. It was very short.
I don't talk as much as she does. I talk when it's serious time.
But this is to kind of give you an idea of what's been going on for 20 years, where we're at, and kind of basically touch upon what he said and what I said leading up to where we're at today making this video. In 2000, was it 2000? We met. Y'all gonna think this is crazy, but we were married 6 months later. And that was a scary day for me. I was a single parent.
It was a scary day for me. I still remember it.
And we have 3 beautiful grandchildren, 11, 7, and 17 months.
Oh, and that one's a card.
Oh, yeah, we had him for 2 days, while the middle one had to go to Ochsner's for a checkup. And let me tell you what, he wore us slap out.
That's why there has not been a video. We have not had time to make a video because he never sits.
No,
I promise you, he
no.
never sits until Mama rocks him down. He is not going to sit.
I rocked myself out the other night,
Yeah.
though. Slap out.
Yeah.
I rocked myself.
It
8
was
o'clock,
peaceful
I was...
with both of y'all down, too, I tell you. It really was.
Hey, we making this video and you sitting there all...
Well, I'm telling the truth.
So anyway, what year was it? We bought our first home in 04. No, 05.
05.
When Katrina hit. That was horrible. We had 13 family members right in the middle of our closing that had to come to North Louisiana and stay with us. But that's all right, though. We blew up beds, put them on the floor. They helped us pack. They helped us move. That wasn't that bad.
No, it was actually pretty breezy. I had most of the stuff packed sitting on the trailer, backed in the garage, and when we got the final say that we could move, I come home that evening and I said, all right, everybody get something, get a box, get a piece of furniture, we're moving. So with 13 people, it didn't take that long. We got everything in, put in the house, trailers unloaded, set up couches, 1 TV, so we could watch the news, so they could watch and see what was going on at the home, and kind of move from there. I mean, they even actually, it was great. They, let's see.
You ate good.
I ate good. They
You
had
had 4
plenty of
cooks.
food, had 4 cooks in the house, and I had a gentleman that just did not want to be in the house with all the hormones in there, so he raked and he burnt and he cut limbs. God bless him. I told him, man, you ain't got to do that. He said, man, I'd rather be doing this than sitting up in the house with all them. I ain't got nowhere to go, and I'm going to make the best of it out here in the yard. So it was a blessing to have them there, really. I mean, and of course, it was a blessing for them to have a place to go.
Yeah.
We made the best of it.
That was our 5-acre homestead. And it was a lot of hard work. But I would not regret 1 minute of it. But also in 05, and y'all are going to see throughout the videos, you're going to see one of my legs want to drag. Sometimes it flops. Well, I'm going to go ahead and come clean with some back history. So maybe it'll prevent any questions moving forward with our videos. Because I'm not graceful. I was graceful before.
I don't think you really was that graceful.
Well, I'm going to think I was.
You were a lot more graceful then than you are now. I mean, you trip over your own feet then, but you're dragging 1 foot, so you can't trip over it now, but you fall over anything in the way.
That's true.
You do a wonderful job of it.
But in 02, I broke my back. 3 years, 14 surgeries later. In 05, I had to learn to walk again. My spine is plated from the front to the back. It's called a 360. I had it twice. It took me 9 months to learn to walk again. But my daughter also graduated in 05. So it was my determination and my will that I was going to walk for her graduation. And that I did. I did have assistance of a walker, but I put one foot in front of the other, and I made that happen. For her, but for myself. So I had a little bit of a disability with my drop foot. But I didn't let it stop me. Now, like he said, I fall a lot. I might face plant this dirt when I get up from this video. But it's okay. I'm used to it.
She's got a very strong will, I tell you. I would come home from work. That'll get a little bit more into the video. You'll know why we kind of moved or whatever. But I would come home from work and I would find her on a walker, pulling clothes out of the dryer, and it wasn't that I wouldn't help. She's just so hard-headed, self-willed, she's gonna do it. And that's probably what pushed her through. I mean, that's probably what got her where she is now. Good Lord led her in that direction, and He made it possible for her to get off a walker and walk again. That's a blessing that's unheard of for a lot of people, and we thank Him for that.
So during our mixed of homesteading on the 5 acres, which we loved, the location could have been better, but we loved our homestead. We put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into that place. But during this, he started traveling. And when I mean traveling, he was gone 6, 7 months in and out. It wasn't consistent month, 2 months at a time, but it was in and out. And I had that to do myself. That was my choice. Because I felt like if he was out there busting the pavement to provide this beautiful home that we had, then it was my job to see to it that it was maintained. From the gardening to semi-repairs. If it was foam in a can or duct tape, I had it whooped. Okay? I couldn't start the tractor. He fixed it to where he could only be home for me to start the tractor.
Hold up, I did not do that intentionally. That's called being gone so much to when you're home for a day, you have to get the bush hogging done and everything else. So if the tractor breaks, you have to, let's be calm with this. Let's say you have to just use what you got to make it run. So there was always a combination to the tractor. I could get it started, but it wasn't something that she could drive. But I only had like a 1-day window if I was lucky. Sometimes it was 4 hours before I had to go back out again. So I had to get what I could done. So when I wasn't there, of course, she could not start the tractor. So that kind of led to coming up as to what took place.
I still think that's one of those stories that men take to their grave. I still think that combination was deliberate because he was afraid of what I might bush hog that I wasn't supposed to. But moving to 2008, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And that was a whirlwind. 2 years, mastectomy and chemo. And I said, you know what? The devil's not going to beat me. He didn't beat me with my back. He's not going to beat me with this. I lost the hair. It came back all kind of nappy. Y'all probably didn't see it at the shindig because I used one of them irons. But it's real nappy. But that's all right. I'll take my nappy hair. I'll take my scars on my body. Because I'm here sitting here talking to y'all by the good Lord.
Amen.
And it was him, because I would have fits on me, I call them, to where I questioned everything. Why me? You take why me and throw it in a bucket and go dump it somewhere, because there's no such thing as why me. He'll never put more on you what you can stand. I took it to save someone that maybe couldn't have. And that's the way that I look at life. He'll put it on to me because these shoulders can take it. Or my mind says they can, and obviously they can because I'm telling you about it. So let's move forward from there. We realized with my health that I was not able to maintain doing what I was doing. Because in 2011 I was diagnosed with lupus. That hit hard. That was a battle, and I battled today. I battle by diet, paying attention to my body, listening to my body. Normally I win it, because a lot of times it tells me to sit down, and I tell it it needs to go lay down because I'm going to get up and do what I want to do when I want to do it. And so we made the choice 8 years ago. No, in 2012. No, 2012, I think, or 2012. May of 2012 when we bought this. We put our home up for on the market, and we thought it'd be a few months. Well, 18 days we had a contract. We was like, uh-oh.
Where are we going now?
And during the mix of that, we knew that our grandkids were coming to live with us. So we decided with his job and my health, a good school district, so something that would benefit all of us, we found a home. And it was a beautiful, beautiful lady. Well, she waited patiently because our buyers took 82 days to close. Well, we closed May 12th of 2012, to be exact.
Yeah.
And we have an acre, a little over an acre. And this was going to be our homestead. Because as I said in my video, you can homestead in an apartment. It'd be nice to have a lot of acreage. Sometimes you can't handle the acreage. But fast forward to 18 months ago, and I'll touch back up on it. I was still not happy. He was not happy. We were content, but it was not where we knew we needed to be. Maybe we didn't need large acreage, but we needed to be out of the suburban area. Now, grant you, I will say we're blessed to be where we're at. There's no restrictions where we're at that we know of. You can't have a pig, I think.
Pig's the only thing you can't
Yeah,
have.
pigs, the only thing we can't have.
The only thing we're really structured on is square footage of buildings.
Right, we're overloaded in square footage of buildings.
That's my fault.
He's a pack rat, but when we need something fixed, he goes to it and he has it. So I don't like the pack rat part, but I kind of enjoy not having to go to the store and buy something.
Right.
Because he likes that free stuff, as I touched on.
I like to repurpose.
Yeah, you're a repurposer.
Right.
Is that a word? I think it is.
Oh, another load home today. Did you know that?
Yeah, I watched him. Matter of fact, he asked me to kick a board off. He was trying to be a smarty. It had a screw in it. I thought it had a nail in it, so I kicked it a couple of times. I realized it wasn't going nowhere. It had a nail in it. Well, I tried. So, anyway, 18 months ago, I didn't know anything about YouTube or what's that other, Pinterest. I didn't know anything about any of that. I didn't have time to sit and get on a phone or a computer. I was too busy in the yard. I was too busy canning. I'm too busy raising grandkids. But I had a problem with my green beans. And I said, show me YouTube. Teach me. So a couple of tries and bam. And I don't think the man's going to say anything. Matter of fact, I've spoke to him and I have his permission. But Danny King with Deep South Homestead popped up. Well, them green bean video led me to porch time, as I touched on part 1. And when that man got through speaking, there was something inside me that lit up and said, you know what? Your journey's not over. You don't have to just settle for here. So over the 18 months, I learned YouTube and followed other homesteaders. And during that time, I learned that there's people just like me that understand me. Now, we have a lot of friends. They love us to death. I love them. But it's this community that puts a spark in you. It lights you up.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up every morning, it's like, okay, what did my friends do? Did they post something? Because I'm not looking at it as just a YouTuber. I look at it as my friends. And so, after going to Wiggins, Mississippi, and then going to Searcy, Arkansas, to the Shindig, I knew then, with the help of others, that I could at least make a video. I don't know about this editing stuff, so y'all might see it all, because I don't know how to edit at all.
Just put it on there.
That's what we're doing. We're putting it on there because we don't know what else to do. But I said, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Well, he thought I was kind of crazy. Well, I am. But I did it because it's not so much I want to be in the YouTube industry. Nope, nope, they wouldn't have me. They'd lock the doors, throw the key away after a few of them. But all of my friends out there from the East Coast to the West Coast that I have met either in person or through chat, they need to know who I am, or I think that they do, because I don't want to come across as someone that I'm not. So I felt like that if you're my friend, I want you to come into our lives, our home, sit at my table, watch me cook a meal, watch me can, come out in the yard, watch me work. Because a true friend visits. Well, it's kind of hard to go to Kentucky or North Arkansas or Missouri, and it's kind of hard to travel. So I'm taking YouTube in a whole different aspect. I'm going to take it as I'm visiting with my friends.
But in the same sentence, that is kind of wearing on me, because we've made those two events and met so many wonderful people till now. It's kind of hard when I know there's an event going. It's hard for me to get off work anyway, but I used to have a lot of things in life that I wanted to go to younger growing up. I used to race cars and run four-wheel drives and four-wheelers, and it was always interesting and wanting to go. And now I want to go make these events and meet people.
Yes.
I want to go see the people that I know. I want to go meet other people.
Yes.
And so it's really became an interest, you know.
It's that spark.
Yeah.
You know, we have, as Ben said at VW Family Farms, we found our people.
Found our peeps.
Yeah, and I like the peeps.
Yep.
I don't think there's a word in the dictionary to describe exactly what you're going to be all right.
Went down the wrong pipe.
I see. Well, we can't edit it because I don't know how.
Be fine.
So,
I'm sure they've done that before too.
So, where was I? Oh, Ben. Yeah.
Yeah.
His shirts. Well, when I saw that shirt, I was like, yep, there it is. That's what I said on my porch. I didn't say it quite like that. But it was like I found my friends. So here we are today. We're going to finish our third video. Get all the questions out. Well, I'm sure y'all going to have a lot more, but all the more, most important, you see me drag my leg, or you may hear somebody say something, well, I went to the doctor, and, well, I'm still in treatment. And that's okay, too, because it's not stopping me. It's just, it's a bug me, because it bugs me like today. I had to go into town to go see a doctor. That's annoying, because you kind of got to fix your hair, and you got to put some little stuff on your face, because, you don't want to be all ugly going up in there. At least I don't. He's a good-looking doctor. I want to look cute.
Don't bother me.
He got 6 or 7 kids. He's my friend, so it's all good. But now have decided 100% that we are going to go ahead and venture back out. Not massive, by no means, because even 5 acres got to us, and we don't know what tomorrow brings. But we have a plan. Been working on this plan for a year, and next May I'm going to come out with it, and I'm going to take y'all on the journey so you can find out exactly. I'm not just going to give it away, because I'm still not sure if I got it down pat yet, but I will say it involves dirt, seeds, plants, and I want an enormous greenhouse.
Right.
So if we get, what do you have to do, 500 or 1,000, whatever it is that y'all do, y'all answer what I'm fixing to do May of 2020. Oh yeah, there's the prize right there.
See what I'm talking about?
I might have given too many hints, but anyway, in order to do that, this is not going to be the location to do it. And Danny and Wanda is basically pushing me, not directly, indirectly. So is Broussard Homestead pushing me. Country girl Dawn, she taught me how to do these videos.
Lord, I bet.
Who else? Oh my God! I mean, Southern Blessed Homestead. The list goes on and on and on. And when I tell you a community, the encouragement, And that's what it is. It's not that they're saying, oh, you need to do that. Just the kind words and the encouragement.
Means a whole lot.
And that leads me to most of my comments. You know, y'all see me make a few little joke comments, but majority of my comments is encouragement. Because there's so much evil in this world, in my opinion, that what we are trying to do in the homestead community, and even the ones that may not be homesteads, but they really are, because it's in their heart, it's in their mind, it's in their soul, in their behavior. A little bit of encouragement, a little bit of kind words will make someone want to see the next day, work a little harder the next day. And that's what I try to focus on. I find anything good in that video, and I'm going to focus on it, and I'm going to encourage my friends.
Guys, we enjoy, I mean, it's now we don't even turn the TV on. We hadn't
Months.
It's been over a year.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't turned the TV on. We got into the YouTube with our friends, basically, that we now call family, and we just long to sit and watch the videos. I mean, when I come in from work, she gets done with everything around here. That's where we venture to, and we kind of catch up on what's going on and see who's got a video out. I mean, I'm not able to do it during the daytime as well as most of y'all, probably not either. But in the evening time, when we finally do get a chance, when we don't have a 17-month-old, we sit
Or
down.
7, or 11.
Yeah, all of them.
Or Grandpa.
We sit down. Oh, that's a whole other story.
That's a video.
We sit down and watch videos of all of our family and friends.
Yep.
And it's a big blessing, I'll tell you. I want to go, I want to tell something too. I want to clarify something. As y'all noticed, most of this video has been her talking. And so I want to say, yes, she does most of the talking. I just talk when I need to talk and when there's something to talk about. But my daddy, when we first met, we had not been together maybe a year at the time or less.
Oh, it was before we married, so it had to been like January. Yeah, it wasn't 2-3 months.
He gave her a nickname. Around the community, they do not know her as Denise.
Nobody in North Louisiana
knows her as Denise. They know her as Lippy, Lippy. And now you know why. She don't ever close her mouth. Daddy gave her that nickname and it has stuck. And nobody in the community around her anywhere, and kids, it don't matter, grown-ups, they call her Lippy.
Yeah. In a store, if they say Denise, I ignore it. I don't know that name. So it's been kind of weird when someone says, you know, Denise on YouTube. That is my name. But in our community, it doesn't register because we've seen children from this high now to grown, some with kids. And it is Miss Lippy. That is, the entire community knows me as Miss Lippy. I don't even think these kids, now that they're adults, even think that I have another name.
Some of them raising babies now.
Bringing them
got
over.
Their own home, bringing them over. We got some in college, but all the neighborhood kids that we grew up with and around and raised, they all flock to the house. Mm-hmm. They've all been there, and they know Miss Lippy.
And we've instilled a lot of good values in these kids.
Oh, yes. The majority of them, I can say probably 99% of them have turned out very well.
Very well.
Very respectful.
And they're in their 20s,
believe in Jesus
too.
Christ.
Yep.
Yeah, they go to church. They do everything they can for the community, and it's a blessing to watch sprouts get up and run, you know.
Yep. Because I think what we did is we gave them time. We bent that ear. And when it was the window to give advice, we gave advice. But you know when it's time to give that advice, and you know when it's time to close them lips and just listen. Because sometimes I do listen.
That's what I do too. You close this,
listen.
Open this, you'll learn a whole lot.
Yeah, you do. But we're gonna cut this one off, and you got 20 years of back history. Now we touched on, you know, here, there, and yonder, but that kind of gives you an idea of exactly who we are together. And I guess from now on you'll see videos of him by himself, me by myself, probably more of me, and then some of us together. And I guess we can say until next time, it's been fun. I guess that's it, huh?
That's it.
God bless y'all.
God bless y'all.
how do you cut it
Hit
off?
the pause button, girl.